I'm 30. Today I'm sitting in my bedroom, listening to some chilled out music. I'm thinking about the life I have lived and whatever is remaining. Back in the old days, going as far as I could remember my childhood, things were pretty. Everything around me was smiling, people, the things, even the nature. So I could feel that's the beginning of my innocent days. Yes, it seemed so. Then I beginning to grow little by little. I learned to speak. I learned to understand what others were talking. Barely the meanings of it though. My skin was shining. I had more and more appetite. Beginning to develop different tastes of my tongue. Started to ride a bike, of course, with bruises all over. Street plays, friends, and noisy neighbors. I had this urgency to grow elder faster and faster, so everyone could take me seriously. One day, I saw a boy and a girl hiding in the bushes, touching each other, removing each other's clothes, and then they started to kiss each other using tongues, as if they were cleaning each other's mouth. I went to a feeling which I never felt before. I was shaking a little, my eyeballs were double the size, and my heart was beating at God knows which rate. I got home, was curious to tell everything to my uncle, and wanted to know what they were doing and why. The answer was love making. After a few days, I saw two guys on the street, arguing and swearing at each other so loud that there was some crowd gathering. I could sense some of the people seemed excited and were amused by what was happening, and the rest of them didn't care much. The night before I went to sleep, I was wondering, how come two people making love have to hide, and the other two people who are fighting are doing it in front of everyone? Sometimes, even today, I ask myself the same question. When I tune in the TV channel, sex is a scandal and war has heroes. Society hasn't changed much, but only the scale of things has. Anyways, so then I had my school days, where few teachers, books, and exams will define my future, and my parents told me they will teach me all the knowledge in the world and common sense to live it. Really? Well, it is like that. Of course, not to mention all the expert advice from elders. Some very useful, but mostly the things they couldn't do. Utter nonsense. So, I'm 30, know a lot of things now, I suppose. Everything has a motive, everything happens for a reason, and I have to play safe and smart in order to survive. And I'm precisely following that, in spite not sure what's right and what's wrong. Could we ever tell? So, I'm 30, sitting in my bedroom, listening to some chilled out music, going back into the old days and thinking, could I be innocent again? Ever?